Just a warning here, heavy spoilers ahead. I'm recording this video after the first semifinal has completed of Warlords 3. I have a little bit of time here before I have to head off. Not able to cast the second one, which is ongoing right now. So if you don't know the results from Warlords 3 or want to catch up on the VODs, do not pay attention here or get very mad at me in the comments, either or. Well, the first semifinal is completed, and wow, just wow, what a run from Sebastian, making it through in his first real deep run in an S-tier tournament. He gets all the way to the semis and is taken out by the Viper, who just won the set 4-2. Coming into the semifinal, Viper had not lost a game. He had swept Nikov 4-0. He swept Doubt 4-0. And then he won the first two games against Sebastian. So really, really good tournament results from Viper. But man, we got to talk about this kid. I mean, Sebastian has had such a meteoric rise to the top of our scene, and he's playing at such a high level that it actually feels like he was on almost level footing with Viper going into this, even though Viper is playing so well. Sebastian in the round of 16, taking out Mr. Yo, having to win 3 straight at the end of a best of 7 to win 4-3, and then moving his way through Winchester yesterday. So Sebastian, just incredible. Can't say enough about this kid. The way he manages multiple armies, the way he's upped his game, you know, the draft, probably the last element that we're looking for to make him a complete contender for a #1 spot. But still, just incredible to control the micro, everything that he has, the macro, the eco upgrades coming in on time. This guy is incredible. Briefly take you through the set against Viper. It started off on Northern Isles, Sebastian going for Armenians, Viper not going for his Armenians pick. Even though he has them in the draft, he goes for Koreans, and he pulls off a fast castle while sniping the fish from Sebastian. And then typical Viper gameplay, extends his lead with the economy, goes for the towers, gets shipwright right away, balances the greed perfectly, and takes that game. Then we head on to Land Madness. Sebastian has Magyars up against Malians, and Viper, another typical Viper game where he just manages the pressure so well. Sebastian is constantly looking for damage, and Viper's just walling in time, just has enough spears, barely enough military to survive, and manages to pull that one out. We go into our Alpine then, and Sebastian has Lithuanians, Viper with Armenians, Viper getting a little bit greedy, stopping the military production, and Sebastian managing to overwhelm him with the skirm numbers and the scout numbers. So great job there from Sebastian, punishing the greed from Viper. There's not many players that can do that, but if you want to be at the top level, you're going to need to pull that out, and he did exactly that on Alpine. Then we move on to Golden Lakes. Viper with his patented Dravidians up against Japanese, manages to harass the pawns, and then has a desperation defense as he's saving up his stone for the perfect castle placement. He waits, he waits, he waits. Sebastian gets a little out of position with the military, and then suddenly it's all Viper. Castle in the center, skirmishers defending against the cav archers, mangonels, you know, staying away from that castle foundation so it can actually go up, and Viper goes for a second one. Game over. And then we move on to Enclosed. Enclosed, an extremely technical map. Viper's up 3-1 at this point, and Sebastian just goes for heavy Eagle production in Feudal Age and never lets up the pressure. Viper is so difficult to beat on Enclosed. Huge credit to Sebastian. At one point, he had, I think, 5 siege rams garrisoned with Incan eagles, and Viper is forced to go for a second castle and murder holes to hold out against it, and he just can't do it. So Sebastian manages to take Enclosed, and then unfortunately, in game number 6, we head on to Graupel with a very, very unique Civ matchup here. The Romans versus the later Romans, aka the Byzantines, and Sebastian got to a point where, you know, the eco was kind of the same, but he's looking at his tech tree, and there's just nothing, unfortunately for him, the Romans can do against the Byzantines. Can't, you know, even with the early resign, can't take much away from this kid. He's unbelievable. He'll be playing in the 3rd place match tomorrow against either Hera or Tato, whose set is ongoing right now. Brief overview of what else happened. On the lower bracket, Hera had to make his way through Vilesa and Leary. So Hera has had a really difficult bracket, and he is going on to matchup against Tato currently. On the lower end of that, Tato had to make his way through Heart and then MBL, winning 4-2 on both of those sets, and he's hoping for another finals appearance now. Warlords has been amazing. I hope you're tuning in tomorrow for the final. It's going to be incredible. Thank you, everyone, for watching the YouTube videos, for engaging in the comments and everything like that. Let me know, who do you think is going to win Warlords 3? It's going to be absolutely incredible. Viper is on top of his game. Hera and Tato both look to be playing well. I'm super excited, and I'll see you later. Peace.